Hey, Aaron Lake Baptist Church family. I just want to start off by saying that, man, I sure miss you. And I can tell by Facebook and Instagram and other venues that you miss each other as well. And I can't wait till we all get back together again. But I want to just give you this quote by C.S. Lewis. Now, C.S. Lewis is probably best known for writing the Chronicles of Narnia. But what you may not know is that C.S. Lewis was a staunch atheist. And he set out to prove that the Bible was fake and no good. And so in setting out to try to prove that the Bible was false, he ended up becoming a believer. And not only that, but one of the greatest Christian minds of all the 20th century. Now, he writes this quote that I'm getting ready to read back in the 1950s when the United States was under a big atomic bomb scare. And this is what he said, and I quote, "It's ridiculous to go about whimpering and drawing long faces because the scientists have had one more chance of painful and premature death to a world which already bristled with such chances and which death was not a chance at all, but it was a certainty." Now, this is the first point to be made, and the first action to be taken is to pull ourselves together. If we're all going to be destroyed by an atomic bomb, then let that bomb, when it comes, find us doing sensible and human things like praying and working and teaching and reading and listening to music and bathing our children and playing tennis and talking to our friends. Not huddled together like frightened sheep and thinking about bombs. They may break our bodies, and even a microbe can do that, but they do not dominate our minds. And I say amen and amen to that. And think about when that was written back in the 1950s. Let me give you a couple of reminders on this update. First of all, thank you so much for your generosity. It just absolutely blows my mind that you're so generous. And I don't know what your financial situation is right now, but I can tell you this: these are not days to draw back. These are days to trust Jesus, trust Him with everything He's given us, trust Him with our health, and yes, trust Him with our finances as well. So I thank you for those of you that are giving online. There are those of you that are mailing in your checks. There are those of you that are even bringing them by the church office. Now, the church office has asked me to share with you that if you can't give online, but if you can give, then make sure instead of dropping it by the church, that you mail it in, and that will help them a lot. But I want to encourage you to practice online giving. It's so simple, it's so easy, and God blesses it in so many ways. And just thank you for all the ways you're giving in these days. This is going to be over. And when it does, we're going to be stronger than ever. And we need to be a church that's strong in our finances to help people that are going to be in such need in the days ahead. So thank you so much for your giving. Also, I want to say this. We haven't canceled church. And I know you're looking at that right now. No, we haven't canceled church. We've just moved church online right now. We're having church online. As a matter of fact, if you called us live stream last Sunday, you would be amazed at the experience that we had. The music, the message, the interaction with our people. It was worship. It wasn't quite like being here, but I'm telling you, it wasn't far from it. And so I want to thank Brent and his media team for all of that work. But join us online, b3church.org, and it's a blessing. We had a tremendous time last Sunday. Looking forward to a great time this Sunday. Don't forget, Dr. Chris in his Bible study on Wednesday night, going through the book of Romans. That's at 6 o'clock. Also, students, you can hang out with Andrew at 6 o'clock on Wednesday night Bible study with him. Also, Pastor Danny is doing his sitting down and doing some hymns that we love and giving a devotional as well. B3 beginners, parents, don't forget to stop by. Just pull up under the portico at the top parking lot, pick up your packets for your kids. B3 students, you have Generate and all that. Our B3 Kids department, there are things online from Lifeway, interactive Bible studies that you can do at home, do with your parents as well. There are lots of ways to connect, and make sure that you take advantage of those ways to connect. And remember to read those flock notes that are coming your way all during the week. Remember this, in these days, fuel your faith and not your fear. That's pretty good. Love you guys. Check us out online this Sunday, 9:30, 11:11. I can't wait.